Broadway is back, or at least it was, if only for a few minutes, 36 to be exact, over the weekend. Tony Award winners Savion and Nathan Lane returned to the stage at the St. James Theater on Saturday for the first in-person Broadway performance in more than a year.
The audience was made up of frontline workers and volunteers, all masked, socially distant, and either tested or vaccinated. The invite-only event was the first of 10 set to play at Broadway houses over the next 10 weeks. It's a sign of hope for theater fans and performers and really all of us alike. With that, we want to welcome Kathryn Gallagher, Grammy award-winning performer and Tony-nominated star of the musical Jagged Little Pill. Kathryn, good morning. Anything else you need to add to that?
Morning.
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to get to talk with you about this.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with the return of Broadway, the show over the weekend. I mean, it's been more than a year since Broadway went dark. Obviously, pre-COVID, none of us could even imagine New York without Broadway. Does it feel to you like it's been that long? And just how excited are you to eventually get back on stage yourself?
I think about it every single day. It's so surreal. I remember when we first shut down and, you know, we all sort of assumed it would be 2 weeks and then we heard it would be 4 weeks. And I remember thinking, oh my God, 4 weeks. Like, how are we ever going to get back to it? And then, you know, it's been longer than 4 weeks. And I think that our community is just so ready to get back on stage. And, you know, I think for me and so many of my friends, Broadway has always been the place, not only that, you know, we've been so lucky to perform at, but that when we're sad, you go see a Broadway show. When you're happy, you celebrate at Broadway shows. All these milestones happen at Broadway shows and within this community. So it's going to be such a celebration when it comes back.
Oh,
Kathryn, big fan. I saw Jagged Little Pill before everything shut down and absolutely loved it. Your performance was amazing. I know you've, despite the shutdown, been trying to keep busy while Broadway's been shut down. Tell us more about what you've been doing and what kind of projects you've been working on.
Well, before I started doing Broadway, I was a singer-songwriter. So during this shutdown, I've really had time to start making music more. So I basically, the first night of the shutdown, set up a little studio at my parents' house, and I ended up making 2 EPs, and I've released 4 singles, it's like 13 songs. And then I have another song coming out in a few weeks, which I'm really excited about. So I just keep, you know, releasing songs, and I filmed an episode of Modern Love, and so it's been fun. I've been keeping busy a little bit, but I can't wait to get back to stage.
I think one of the silver linings for all of us who are not blessed with these incredible creative talents is how much you guys have produced during this time. It's so neat, just like what's come out of this, and in terms of music and everything else. So we're all lucky for that. Now, you and the rest of the Jagged Little Pill cast also just won a Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album, and we actually even have a picture of you that we'll pull up here in what you call your Grammy gown. What was it like to win, even if you didn't get to attend in person, and to accept a Grammy while wearing a nightgown?
It was, you know, it's so funny. This year our show has seen so many, you know, really exciting moments. We had 15 Tony nominations, the Grammys. I mean, so many huge moments you usually get to spend together. And when it came to the Grammys, we really wanted a moment to actually sit with each other and be able to celebrate sort of what we'd created. You know, the show, when we stopped, it was very unceremonious. It was just like, I guess you can pick up your things before 3. And so, you know, it wasn't really, there was no celebration or closure for all of these exciting things that have happened. And so Elizabeth Stanley and Lauren Patton and I tested and quarantined and got together and watched the, you know, Grammy announcements, and we got to see Tom Kitt accept the award. And I made these Grammy gowns because, you know, when you go to the Grammys, you wear a gown, but when you're at home, you wear a nightgown. So if you're at home with the Grammys.
That makes so much more sense to me than people who are in like real full gowns at home. I'm like, that seems like a lot of work for the living room.
It's been interesting to see all the like the range of virtual outfits during awards season this last year.
I like your vibe. It makes the most sense.
Thank you.
Kathryn, I do also want to ask you, I mean, you've been vocal about your personal connection with your character in Jagged Little Pill and how it's empowered you to help, or it's helped you to empower survivors of abuse. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, working with survivors of sexual assault has been something that I've been passionate about sort of for as long as I can remember. And when I got this role, I sort of knew it was time to become even more educated and even more involved. And I've been really, really lucky. I've been friends with Mariska Hargitay for a while, and she's been so inspirational to me. And so when when I got the role and I called her and asked her if I could begin getting involved in Joyful Heart. And so now I'm excited to be on the board of the Joyful Heart Foundation. And they do so much work to end the rape kit backlog. And they've done really, really incredible educational work. And I have been, so invested in the entire community and helping survivors. Since then, it's been, really an education to hear from so many survivors, to know that every night that I'm telling that story in the theater, statistically, there's 1 in 3, 1 in 4 people who have gone through that. And certainly everybody in the audience has been affected by it in some way. So that's absolutely a huge responsibility. And for me, it was really important to me to be able to turn that into some sort of action. And so I'm so excited to be working with Joyful Heart. It's been incredible. They're an amazing organization.
They really are.
It's great you're doing that, Kathryn. And real quick, do you have your Tony gown planned out now?
See, that's who even knows? What if it's in person? They might frown down upon a nightgown.
You don't know yet. All right, you got to wait.
I guess you'll need a gown either way. It just depends on what it's made out of.
All
right, Kathryn.
Maybe there'll be an ode to the nightgown. We'll see.
Kathryn, thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.